Attention, YouTube poopers. This is your new, improved leader, Josh the Red Dragon, and you are watching The Lizard Barbershop. Now, I'll have you know that the previous host of this so-called Bluecast was Joe the Blue Dragon. He is no longer an issue, so you can now bow down to me, your new leader, Josh the Red Dragon. I'm making this Redcast to explain the changes that will occur under this new leadership. For starters, we're not doing any of that pussy shit that Joe was doing all the time. Like the whole, oh, be nice to everybody. Don't be a dick to people who you don't like. We're changing that. That's rule number 1. Rule number 1 is be a dick to everyone. Everyone you can. If you don't like somebody, make sure they know. But don't tell them directly. Do not send them personal messages. Don't do that. What you gotta do is you gotta talk about them behind their back. That's the only way of really getting to them. Okay. And rule number 2. If you see Joe the Blue Dragon, kill him. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Okay. But one important thing to know, he can't be killed by conventional weapons. You will have to use either fake alcohol or you will have to, what else can you use? Oh yes, you can use Pony Rule 34, any form of pony porn really. And you can also defeat him by telling him that Pink Anime Man doesn't exist. That generally works half the time. But if you're really down on your luck, you can do that. Alright, and rule number 3. Rule number 3, I am the king of everything. We need to take over all of YouTube Poop and put it under my rule. Joe tried to do this, obviously. You can tell that's the whole goal of everything he was trying to do in life. But it didn't work out because he was a pussy faggot. Now, we're gonna fix that by just basically taking over everything. So just go to any place in the YouTube Poop community and say, this is now under the control of Josh the Red Dragon. Pretty simple. If anyone tries to disagree with you, tell them to touch a dick. That's one strategy that Joe actually had that works. Okay, rule number 4. Rule number 4 is, you're all enslaved now, by the way. Joe only enslaved certain people under his reign, but under my reign, you will all be enslaved, so good for you. Your first task as slaves is to help Gamer Island UK create as much Princess Herod Rule 34 as much Princess Herod Rule 34 as possible. If you have any questions, go talk to him about that. He is now your new slave driver. And rule number 5. There is no rule number 5. Fuck. How did I forget rule number 5? Alright, but you get the idea. Okay, so let's review. Rule number 1. Be a dick to everyone. Rule number 2. Kill Joe the Blue Dragon. Rule number 3. Take over YouTube Poop for me. Rule number 4. Make pony porn for Duck. Rule number 5. Doesn't exist. Stop watching this now. This is a terrible April Fool's joke. Why are you watching this? Oh my god, just go home. Just go home.